My favorite things to work on. I, uh, how do I even list it? I love so many things about speech and language. Okay, let's start with speech. So I love to work on speech. I love to work with kids who have a lot of different sound substitutions or omissions. So I love to work on the tricky kids. One of my favorite first students, he said, "Did they do?" And I was like, "Oh, you need to say go?" And one of my coworkers was like, "How did you know what he said?" And I love kids like that. I love to work with kids who are hard to understand because I love to open doors for them and help them to communicate more clearly. Let's see, what else? I love to work with kids who have fluency disorders. I think that that type of therapy meets, it's counseling meets speech therapy, and I love to help a child work through the emotions related to having a fluency disorder, and also work on shaping their fluency and helping them to speak more clearly and with more ease. And it's just really fun for me to work with. AAC. So I have a history of working with kids and helping kids to find the right AAC device. I would say my passion is not finding the right AAC device. My passion is helping kids and their families to use their AAC devices in a functional way at home. Because that, for me, as a school SLP, was the hardest thing to target. I saw what they were doing in school, and then I would talk to the parents at home and they'd be like, we're so overwhelmed. And so what I really like to work on is helping parents at home to build their skills with the AAC devices, because oftentimes parents are given the device and say, go learn. And I like to be a support for them and help them to learn. AAC, kids with autism. I love to work on social skills. I think that sometimes, so social skills, I like to, how do I say this? I like to, it's a fine line for me, what is personality and what is neurotypical and what is atypical and personality. And so I like to help kids to become the best that they can be. And I don't want to, I don't do no harm. So I want to help them to improve compared to themselves, but I don't want to like strip away everything that is who they are to make them fit a social construct of who they should be. So it's kind of a tricky thing to navigate as a parent or as a therapist, but I really enjoy helping kids to understand the world around them. I think the receptive aspect of social skills and pragmatics is really important, because if a kid doesn't understand, that people don't always say what's exactly on their mind, then they're not going to be able to function in the world around them. So I think teaching those skills is really important. And again, my philosophy is very much, there's a fine line between kind of going beyond and teaching them how to not be themselves, and embracing who they are and helping them to understand the rules of the game and how to play it their own way and individually. What else do I like to work on? I think those are the main ones. I love classic therapy, but you won't find me using flashcards very often. Sometimes I'll be using drill-based activities to build up a skill, but very quickly I like to put them in context of literacy or writing or something along those lines. So I like to make it very functional. That's the gist.